already, guys, who is the best, guys. It's my time. I take over as UFC, man.
Everybody has the motivations.
Hey,
Everybody
Africa
does
never gonna see the belt again. Sorry, guys.
Don't lie. Nobody heard what he just said. Not a single person here heard what this man just said. There's no way.
I think he's ready. I'm ready, bro. Just go in. Fair works, bro. They're gonna go all. I come to take over, man. Take his head and go.
I think it's both of those things. I think it's the fact that I go out there and I want to fight the best.
Do you think Khamzat Chimaev is prepared to do the same?
To kill me? I certainly hope so, because if he's not, he's in for the worst night of his life.
Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus du Plessis have just had their final press conference wrapped up with tons of warnings and trash talk. However, Joe Rogan said Khamzat Chimaev's lightning-fast hands are his biggest weapon, citing his quick KO of Gerald Meerschaert as proof of his striking danger.
And Khamzat's speed is a factor. It's a big factor with his hand speed. He's, people forget because, like, what he did to Kevin Holland, the way he could ragdoll guys on the ground, but what he did to Gerald Meerschaert is pretty fucking spooky, too.
That's a really good punch. Really good punch.
It's technical, it's sharp, and straight down the middle.
He's a very well-rounded guy.
He's fucking good standing up, man.
Yeah.
He's good standing up, and that's where it's going to be weird. That's where I want to see, because du Plessis makes everybody look stupid.
Moreover, Chael Sonnen predicted both will fight at full throttle until one gasses out, leaning toward du Plessis surviving.
I don't think these guys are going to trade him back and forth. I think they're going to put all of their energy out. I think ultimately when it does end, it's going to be because one guy drained his battery, used everything that he brought, and simply can't go on anymore. And if you were asking me right now who that's going to be, I favor Dricus du Plessis.
However, the Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis press conference became wild as the two fighters exchanged fierce verbal jabs. The audience reacted loudly, with heavy boos directed at du Plessis.
I think it's both of those things. I think it's the fact that I go out there and I want to fight the best.
Do you think Khamzat Chimaev is prepared to do the same?
To kill me? I certainly hope so, because if he's not, he's in for the worst night of his life.
The heated back and forth created a charged atmosphere, setting the mood for their upcoming clash and showcasing the hostility and high stakes around this much-awaited bout.
You know already, guys, who is the best, guys. It's my time. I take over as UFC, man.
Everybody has the motivations.
Hey,
Everybody
Africa
does
never gonna see the belt again. Sorry, guys.
Don't lie. Nobody heard what he just said. Not a single person here heard what this man just said. There's no way.
I think he's ready. I'm ready, bro. Just go in. Fair works, bro. They're gonna go all. I come to take over, man. Take his head and go.
Moreover, Demetrius Johnson picked Dricus du Plessis as the division's best, praising his unorthodox style that still forces opponents into costly errors.
I'm gonna have to go DDP, just because I feel DDP is spot the best of the division. I mean, just when you think this guy's able to fucking throw a right hand, fall, slip on a banana peel, and for some reason, fucking the guy falls over. It just doesn't make sense how he's able to get things done. And he has a style where it forces people to do things that shouldn't have worked, essentially. So for that, I'm gonna go with DDP.
Furthermore, Dustin Poirier noted Chimaev's non-stop aggression and stronger finish against Robert Whittaker, but called the fight an even toss-up.
I think the pace he brings from the opening bell, this guy's pedal to the metal, stepping on the gas, trying to finish people. They both have a common opponent, Robert Whittaker, and I think, if you look at the way they both did it, Chimaev was a lot more impressive in the finish. But the style DDP brings, it's a question, it's a mystery, it's fun to watch. Chimaev's built like an aura around him, finishing guys and being this crazy madman that people want to see. And, he's earned his way to the title shot. So to me, it's kind of a coin toss. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Poirier added that du Plessis thrives when underestimated, while Chimaev's wild pace leaves the question of whether du Plessis can handle the storm.
Each fighter's different. Some guys use it as fuel. Some guys get worried about it, that people are counting him out. He just needs to do what he's been doing, showing up, being his awkward self, breaking the rules on technique, hurting guys, and he's got a stiff test in front of him. Chimaev is unpredictable as well. One thing for sure we know he's going to do every time out is come at you full steam when the bell rings. So Can his takedown defense hold up? Can Chimaev's gas tank hold up? There's a lot of questions that need to be answered.
Sean Strickland said Du Plessis has better striking, but warned that Chimaev's Dagestani-level wrestling could overwhelm him if he cannot escape the ground.
And then you got to give me your thoughts on Dricus, Khamzat.
So I sparred. I mean, I fought Dricus. I fought Dricus. I fought. Dricus has better stand-up than Chimaev, but Chimaev has a pretty crazy grappling. Now, I've been training with these fucking dadgy terrorists my entire fucking life. So it's like I train with these fuckers. I know how to get up from these guys. I can withstand the storm. I don't know if he's encountered that level of wrestling to where it might get him a little off guard. But if he could handle it and get up and work his way up, I mean, it's kind of hard because it's a long time ago, but Brad took him down and held him down. Fuck, I should took him down. But Brad took him down and held him down. So it's like he just really has to be ready for an extreme amount of pressure on the ground. And if he can withstand that, he's unbeaten.
Tim Welch predicted Du Plessis would stop Chimaev in the later rounds and said the fight would be chaotic.
If I had to pick right now, I'm such a fan of Khamzat because he's such his character. I think Dricus gets it done. TKO in the 4th or 5th round. That's crazy. Imagine if it happens. Imagine if it happens. But yeah, that's that. It's going to be a wild one.
Michael Venom Page said Du Plessis always finds a way to win, and joked he'd even favor him against John Jones if he beats Chimaev.
DDP versus Khamzat Chimaev. Talk to me about that main event.
I just don't get why Du Plessis has achieved so much. But one thing he does exceptionally well is he knows how to grind out a win. He just seems to find his way to success. Honestly, I'm telling everybody, if he beats Khamzat, this will be the last time I bet against him. I'm literally ever again. I don't care if you lot are telling me he's going to be fighting John Jones. I'm going to be like, he's going to win. I don't care.
Israel Adesanya believes Chimaev will blitz early, but Du Plessis could take over if it goes past the 2nd round, ultimately picking Du Plessis.
But yeah, Khamzat, from what you've already said, he showed his hand. He's gonna go after him from the get-go. But DDP, I think, can weather the storm and probably finish Khamzat later on. Because Khamzat, if it gets to round 3, 4, 5, it's gonna be a problem. It probably won't get to round 5. I say round 3 or 4, DDP. But if Khamzat's gonna win, it's gonna be in the 1st round. It's gonna be impressive. It's gonna be like spectacular. It's gonna be violent.
Paulo Costa predicted Du Plessis' strength and defense would wear Chimaev down if he keeps the early pace high.
Who do you got in the DDP Chimaev fight? Do you think are you rooting for DDP then, or?
No, I don't root for DDP. You know, I just think DDP gonna beat him because he never fought a strong guy like with a good defense, and we're gonna bring a very tough moments for him. You know,
right?
If DDP just bring this fight for the 2nd round, Chimaev gonna beat.
Oh, he'll be gassed out.
Yeah,
so you got DDP.
Anthony Hernandez said Du Plessis' size and pressure could trouble Chimaev, who has struggled with quicker opponents.
I think DDP is going to surprise the world, man. He's a big motherfucker. He's fucking awkward. He comes forward. He doesn't get tired. Khamzat gets tired with small guys that were 155ers, you know what I mean, that went up to 170. So I'm still not really sold on him. I know he's good. I know he fucking beat up Robert Whitaker. But like I said, the old is very one-dimensional. They only have one tool. If you can get them to the floor, it usually seems that they have a bad night. And that's just the honest truth of how I've seen it play out.
Robert Whitaker backed Du Plessis, warning that Chimaev fades in later rounds and can be beaten if not allowed to control the fight.
Honestly, I favor him for this fight. I think he's got it. You know, especially playing the underdog. I think it's a good bet to take. I think if you fall into his game plan, which we'll break down much later, I think if you fall into his game plan, you're in for a long night. Because he likes playing to his strengths, and you see that a lot of his fights that are in the 1st round are very fast because he takes them there. But the longer the fight goes on, you know, the less that he has control, it kind of deviates. So, yeah, I'm pumped. He's very good at a particular skill set. I'm wondering if he can push it on Dricus.
Tom Aspinall said he will never doubt Du Plessis again, but warned Chimaev's ground game could still end the fight.
Tom, how do you see the fight going? I will never ever think that DDP is going to lose again. He just finds a way to win. Against Khamzat Chimaev though, someone that I've shared a card with a couple of times, Khamzat Chimaev is an absolute beast, man. If he can get that back control and start that cycle that he does of dragging guys to the ground, going for the submission, so mate, the answer is, I don't know.